Alright, in this video, let's learn about loops in Python. So loops in Python are a way to repeat a block of code multiple times. Instead of writing the same code over and over again, you can use a loop to make your program more efficient and easier to read. So for example, if you want to print the numbers from 1 to 5, you could use a print 1, print 2, print 3, print 4, print 5, right? But printing these values repeatedly for multiple times takes a lot of time, and it's not practical if you want to print 100 or thousands of numbers, right? So that's why we can use loop to run a specific block of codes programmatically or automatically. So Python supports for loop and while loop. In this video, let's understand what is for loop, and we will also see a few examples of for loop and how we can use for loops on numbers, list, dictionaries, and all of that. So first of all, I will first comment these print statements. I just don't want to see all of these in this loops video. All right, I'll just write for loop. So let's take a simple example. Let's say we want to print 1 to 5. Okay. So if you do this manually, what you would do is you can simply write print 1, print 2, and copy paste 5 times, 3, 4, 5. So then what will happen? Python 3, learn Python. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But what if you have like 1,000 numbers, right? Then this is not at all a practical approach. So that's why to get rid of this manual work, we use for loop, and to print 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 using for loop, we can simply use for number in range. Okay, for number in range 5, and you can simply write number, simply print the number once. So what this range function will do is it will actually generate sequence of numbers. So if you call a range of 5, this will actually print 0 to 0 to 4, which is 5 numbers. Okay, so now if you save this file and run the code, and you see 0 to 4. Okay, now if you want to say 1 to 1 comma 5, then it is going to give you 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'm sorry, it should be 6. Okay, 1 to 6, then it will give you 1 2 3 4 5 6. All right, so that's why we can use a range function to print the numbers. Okay, you can also use for loop on a list, dictionaries, tuples, and all that. Okay, so let's say we have a fruits list. Okay, so let's say I have apple, comma, I have orange, and then lemon or something. Okay, now I want to use for loop to print each of these fruit. Okay, so again I will say for fruit in the list name is this, right? Fruits. A fruit in fruits, and you can print fruit. Okay, now don't get confused. Here I'm using fruit, here I'm using fruits, and I'm printing fruit here, right? It's a singular fruit. So this is this is what we call iterator in for loop. Okay, this can be anything. For I, it can be n, it can be a, it can be f. Okay, if you use f here, or if you use I here, then you will have to call this I. Okay, I represent each of these elements in a list. Okay, so now I'm using for I in fruits. Fruits is a list. Okay, for I in fruits, then I'm printing each of the fruits in the terminal, and I will run it like this. And okay, so this is printing 1 to 5, but this one, you see, apple, orange, and lemon. Okay, so it will actually go through each of these elements and print it one by one. So that's how you use a for loop on a list. Okay, now you can also iterate over a string. Okay, for example, let's say there is this word, okay, some word we have. So the word is Python. Okay, we have this word Python. Now you want to loop through each of these characters. Okay, so now what you'll do, simply say for char. Okay, so this is, this can be again, as I said, this can be I, this can be A, this can be B, this can be CH, or anything it can be. Okay, so we usually write, char, because I want to print the character, right? Here I actually was about to write fruit because I'm representing each of these fruit singular, right? So, but still, this can be anything again. Okay, so for char in word, okay, so word is a variable, right? For char in word, then you print char. Okay, so what this will do is this will print each of these characters in this word. Okay, so to separate this, I'm just going to say print dash dash dash. Okay, so let's run it again, and you see here after dash dash dash, just ignore this one. You see Python. Okay, so this is how you run a for loop on strings. Okay, now one more thing I want to show you here is that you can actually use for loop on the dictionary also. Okay, so also you can use on tuple. So tuple is just same as what you have seen in the list, right? So but this tuple creation will be different, that's all. And the remaining thing for I or for tuple in tuples or something, then print tuple. Okay, so that's very simple, you can give it a try. Anyway, I just want to show you what if you have a dictionary and you want to loop through these dictionary keys. Okay, so let's actually copy one of the dictionaries here. I think we have some dictionary, right? This is a set, and where is dictionary? Okay, I have got this my dict. Okay, so okay, so let's say this is a dictionary. Okay, my dict is a dictionary because I have not yet commented this dictionary. Okay, so this will also have the country. Okay, because I'm adding one more key and value pair to this dictionary. If you want that to be printed here, let's print it. Let me just copy one separator and say my dict. Okay, my dict. All right, so now let me see. Okay, I've got this dictionary and I want to actually loop through each of these dictionaries. Okay, so I'll print, and you see there are multiple ways how you can use for loop on the dictionaries. You can say for key in my dict. Okay, for key in my dict, and you can print the key. Okay, you can print the key. So what this will do is this will actually only print name, age, city, country. As you know, these are the keys of a dictionary, right? And this is the value of a dictionary. Okay, we are just looping to the key of a dictionary and just save it. And if you run it and you see name, age, city, and country. Name, age, city, and country, right? Now, what if you want to loop through the values only? Okay, you don't want the names, you just want to see the values. Ratan, 70, Mumbai, and India. So in that case, what you will do is you can say, I'll just add one separator. So here you'll say for val in my dict, my dict. This time we cannot just say my dict, it should be my dict dot values. Okay, dot values. Values is an inbuilt function that you can run on any dictionaries. Okay, so this will only loop through the values. Okay, now you can say print val. Okay, print val. Now what will happen is if you run it, you see this one was printing key and this one now is printing only the values, Ratan, Mumbai, and India, right? Now what if you want to print both key and values, right? So the same example we have seen in the previous videos. that if you want to print out the key and values together, then if possible you can just recall what we have learned in the previous videos. Anyhow, I'm going to show you for key comma value. Okay, for key comma val or value or anything, or sometimes we can also say for I comma j in dictionary, right? So this is up to you, but since this is a beginning, we are using the proper naming convention. So for key comma value in my dict, okay, my dict, you remember I told you when you want to run a for loop on each of these items, for example, key and values, we have to use the items. Items is a function. So for key comma value in mydict dot items, then you can print key comma val. Okay, key comma val. Save it, and you see name Ratan, age 70, city Mumbai, country India. Okay, so this is how you use a for loop on dictionaries. Okay, so that's about the simple examples of how you can use a for loop. And in the future videos we will also see how to use nested for loops. And one more type of loop that we have is a while loop. Okay, we'll see that while loop in the next video.